All right. Hello, everyone. We're going to give you all a couple of minutes to join. We are a few minutes before the hour, so about 3 minutes early. So if you are watching the replay of this, you can probably skip 3 minutes in because we're going to start right at 8 p.m. We like to reward people who are here and on time. I am going to double check to make sure we are actually live right now. In the Facebook group, I always get a little paranoid, in all honesty, just making sure that we are actually there. So let me just make sure. And then I'll obviously introduce you all to our amazing guests for the evening. So let's see. Uh-oh, I don't see us live yet. It did say we're live. Let me see. Oh no, it's showing upstairs.
Oh no.
Oh my God, hold on.
Okay.
You can talk to him while.
Okay. Hey everybody, what's up? I'm so excited to be here and answer all of your questions that you have about fitness and nutrition. So make sure you have your pens and your pencils ready. Write all of your questions down. No question is a stupid question. I want you guys to just ask whatever is on your mind, how you're feeling about your fitness and nutrition. That truly is why we are here today. So just make sure you have all of your questions ready. So happy Wednesday, y'all. So it's so nice to see some of you coming up. Hi, I see you. Nice. So we're just going to give it a couple of minutes. And there's Janine. I think she's going to be switching over the screen soon. So I know I see all of you ladies. Hi. Hey. So good to see you all. I know I'm like over here smiling because I'm so excited.
All right.
Happy Wednesday.
Let me see. I don't know if we're actually.
I don't see it here.
All right, hold on. Let's see if this works. All right. Happy Wednesday. Let's see. I don't know if we're actually. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Camera is on an empty chair.
Still black.
Got it. Oh wait, she says got it, so maybe it's coming on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Okay. Thank you, Sadie, for kind of letting us know what's going on. Okay. All right. So sorry for the technical difficulties. What happened was I had everything set up upstairs in my office, and it was still live up there for some reason. I needed to close out the window in order for it to take this view here downstairs. So this area probably looks a little familiar. This is where I record all of my videos for YouTube. This is kind of like my pro cheer room. You can't see it, but like I have most of my trading cards up here from each of the years when Jeanette and I cheered together. Obviously, the calendars in which I was on the front cover for, one of, I think, only 2 women in the history of the Redskins that graced the cover of the calendar twice. Behind is like this shrine of, it's the craziness that my ex-boyfriend.
It's beautiful.
That he did for me. And then you can't see it, but there are literally pom-poms like everywhere. So anyway, I'm really glad that you all are here, that you all are live with us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm sorry again for the technical difficulties, but we are here. We are live. We are on. Yes. And this is day 3 of our Operation Pro Cheer Challenge. If you can, give me some thumbs up, some hearts, basically to just say that you're excited to be here. You're excited to hear from Jeanette. She is the woman that has literally helped hundreds of our lovelies get ready for auditions when it comes to nutrition, fitness, getting tone in the midsection, and overall just meeting their overall fitness goals. And so we're really going to dive into everything that you need to know. I would say it was almost tied between this topic around midsection and losing weight, staying committed to your weight loss journey, how to avoid temptations when it comes to food, like all of those types of questions, kind of tied with the whole topic around dance. And so obviously tomorrow we're going to be talking about dance and performance, freestyle and all of that. But tonight is really about getting fit, getting toned, and what we're saying in the homework, getting calendar ready, okay? So let's talk a little bit first about what getting calendar ready even means. So I don't know if this is a term outside of the professional cheer industry or not. Like maybe for models it is, I don't know, like calendar swimsuit models, but I know that I learned the term just from being a Redskins cheerleader. And basically we needed to get calendar ready, like literally ready for our calendar trips. And so it's really about fitness.
Yes, it is. Truly about fitness.
And how you show up in front of the camera. And a lot of that, is obviously how toned you are, your physique, making sure that you're living a healthy lifestyle and that you're at a healthy weight for yourself, for your body, for your build. But also at a calendar trip, it's also about confidence and knowing how to pose in front of the photographer and knowing what angles to be at for your body and for your build. So there's a lot that goes into it. But for the most part, calendar ready is just about bringing your best version of yourself from a physical standpoint and from the inside out as far as posing and being comfortable in front of the camera. So before we kind of get into the actual worksheet itself, I do want to cover a couple of kind of housekeeping things just to make sure that we're all on the same page. So as I said, this is day 3. A lot of you all have been on live every single day so far. Sadie and I were trying to figure out, like, how do we award, because basically we're giving an award for whoever shows up live and then does the play of the day, which is the homework. And they have to post their response to the homework in the thread. And we were just like, how do we decide? So we literally decided to just do a drawing. So we did everyone that showed up live and basically did their homework in one bucket, and then day 2 in another bucket. And then Sadie texted me the names, so I'll make sure that I reveal those toward the end of our broadcast. So don't let me forget to do that. But it was hard because like, how do you decide? How do you decide? So the easiest way is literally to just like stick your hand in and just go with it.
And that's actually a good problem to have.
Yes.
Great problem to have. You guys are amazing showing up this many days. So congratulations to you.
Yes, definitely. And it shows your dedication, it shows your commitment, but then also, like I said, it's about taking small progress, small steps every single day, because that's going to help you to build momentum. And that's what we really want to do within this challenge, is to show you and prove to you that you can do this, that it is possible if you put your mind to it. And if you have a system, a structure, and a support system, they're kind of rooting you on and being your cheerleaders. And that's what we are here for, obviously, to help you through that entire process. So tomorrow we are talking about dance. We're going live at 8 p.m. As of right now, Friday, it's still 8 p.m. Eastern. So we do have a poll in our group. If you have not voted, make sure you go in and vote. But I think 8 p.m. is beating out 7 p.m. Eastern by 1 vote right now. So I will make that determination probably tomorrow afternoon so that I can let you all know, so you can mark it on your calendars. And then we are going to have a bonus day on Monday. Nice. So last night I asked everyone, hey, do you want it? Because there's just so many questions that are coming in that like we just don't have enough time to answer and address. And it's going to happen to us tonight.
Okay. No worries.
There are going to be questions that come in and I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, we can only answer one more. So we're going to try to use Monday as kind of that opportunity to answer any last minute questions. Again, we are awarding prizes. We are giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. That will be for whoever is on live tonight. So we already have almost 30 people on right now. And then on whoever shows up, okay, wait. Let me think about this. Yes. So then whoever shows up Thursday, we will be awarding that on Friday, a $1,000 scholarship. for Sideline Prep. Yep. So
Yes.
that will be put toward our Approach Your Playbook program, the 4-month coaching program that has over a 70% success rate of our graduates making a team. So really excited to award that as well. And again, I think it's just going to have to be a drawing because there's just really no fair way to do it because all of you all have been so freaking committed. So let me just take a look at my notes, make sure there isn't anything else that I wanted to cover with you all. As a reminder, all of the videos and replays are going to be in the unit section within our Facebook group until Tuesday at midnight. And the reason that we are taking them down at midnight is because, again, we want you to make progress. We want you to take action immediately. We don't want this to be a situation where you put it off and you're like, oh, well, I'll get to that next week or next month. No, we want you to get to that this week. And we want you to continue on with these habits and continue on with your 5-day game plan so that you can become prepared for auditions. So make sure if you are behind, if you missed a day, go ahead, go to the unit so that you can watch those. If you miss a live session, it is okay because we are still giving one award, one prize away to someone regardless of whether or not you actually made it to a session, but that did your homework. So remember that we'll do that as well. Other than that, I think that that's really all of the main things that I wanted to announce. And I think that we'll just go ahead and get started. Let me see if there are any comments or any questions or anything that's been coming in. Happy Wednesday to you all as well. Yeah, sorry about the whole issue at the beginning. I'm glad you all could see us. I'm so excited as well. This is awesome. Winter Noel. I love that name.
I know. Hi, Noel.
You already spoke to
I
her,
did.
right? Already got the session in with you. Hello, Brenda, Maria.
Hey,
awesome.
Maria.
Oh my goodness,
Hi,
Amber. Amber is on. So Amber is our amazing, fabulous makeover coach. So let me just tell you about Amber. So she is a Sideline Prep lovely. I have to admit, I claimed her as soon as I saw her at a Wizard Girl prep class. I was like, I want to work with her. She is gorgeous. I love her. And so anyway, she ended up making the team, of course, went on to be a captain for the Wizards, recently retired a couple of years ago, and is now in Texas. She is the coach for, I think, 2 semi-professional dance teams in Texas. Plus she's in charge of like game day operations, like literally does it all. Just got her big like ring for like the championship ring for one of the teams. I think it was for the Vipers. So she's just amazing. But long story short, what she basically does is we have you all create what we call a lookbook. And within your lookbook, you kind of craft your look for your number 1 team. And that's everything from audition attire, hair, makeup, the color of your attire, your shoes, pantyhose, like literally everything. You send that off to Amber. Amber reviews it. She studies up the team that you want to audition for. She looks at your body, your build, your skin tone, your skin undertones, all of that. And then she crafts an amazing look for you. And like, it's remarkable, the makeovers that she has done for some of the ladies on her team. So I'll be sure to try to post those within a day or two so that I can show you. But she's definitely a true asset to our team in just helping everyone. Like Jeanette helps the outer, right? And the inner, because she works a lot just like I do on the inner. But Jeanette helps you get the body. And then Amber helps you to put that body in the right attire and make sure that you have the right color makeup, the right haircut, and all of that to suit your skin tones, your skin undertones, and your build. Yeah. So it really is a team of us all working together. So love you to death, Amber. Thank you so much for hopping on. So yes, Diana says hello. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we have so many people. So Elijah says, Alicia says, I learned so much during my phone session with Jeanette. Her laugh is infectious. I agree. That is so awesome. Hey, Janine and Jeanette have to get back in that shape, but it's coming with your help. Awesome, girl.
Yes, girlie.
You and I were going back and forth before. You've got this. And that's one thing I want to remind everyone. Maybe you can talk a little bit about this. Sure. Just like the frustration of doing well and staying the course and then slipping. So how do you really deal with that? Because what happens is you're doing well, you're feeling good about your progress, you've taken the advice of Jeanette, your nutrition and fitness coach, and maybe it's a month, it's 2 months, you're doing good, and then something happens and you skip a day, and then that day becomes 2 days, and then the 2 becomes 3, and then before you know it, you're feeling horrible about yourself, and you take not just one step back, but like 10, because it's a lot easier to put the weight on than it is to take it off. So how do you deal with that? How should someone manage that and deal with that?
So great question, because that is truly life. It happens to us consistently, right? But my advice to you is when life happens, you have to take whatever it is that you're going through at that moment and deal with it. Because I find that 1 day, 2 days, and that turns into months is you just really not dealing with whatever the issue is that happened to you. So I would suggest that whatever it is, you deal with it and then figure out how to move forward. And then once you decide, and once you do that, then I think that's when the change really happens. But I think we just don't deal with it. And so we put a Band-Aid on top of it. And then it just affects so many parts of our lives.
And it is so much like, it's mind over matter. Like everything in life, you guys, and this is why I keep telling you all that, yes, Thursday is important. Wednesday is important. Like every single day I feel like is important. But Friday is so important because it's about the mindset. And so everything in life is literally connected to your brain, your thoughts, and how you feel about yourself. And so it literally is mind over matter. And what I always say is, okay, you missed 1 day, you know, you had a cheat meal, you missed your workout, you slept in, you snoozed, like you ate bad, you had that soft drink, whatever it is, you did it once, that one time. Just don't let it be 2 in a row. Because when you allow it to be 2, then it becomes 3, then it becomes 4. And then before you know it, you start to think these bad thoughts, and then it starts to turn into the emotional stuff. And then you're not, like you said, you're not dealing with what caused you to not, like, give yourself grace for a mess up. We're all human. We all need a cheat day. We all need to indulge every now and then, but just allow it to be once, give yourself grace, and then move on from it.
I totally agree. Totally agree. I think it's the moving on. That's the part that we don't do. We still just sit there and kind of wallow in whatever is going on. So you got to move on, and you need to make that decision. And you have to prioritize what's most important to you. At that moment.
And so that's a good point. What's more important to you? Are you more important to you, or is that donut more important?
Well, a donut kind of looks good, but
is it more important?
Exactly.
No, it isn't. And I can't remember who I was on the phone with. I was on the phone with someone for, the application process, and we were talking about this. And I say, like when I'm out and I see a dessert, it's tempting. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to taste it. And I take one bite, and then I ask myself, is finishing this, so is another bite worth the workout that I'm going to need to have tomorrow to take these calories off?
Exactly.
Is it worth it? And 9 times out of 10, that didn't taste that good. That was not worth having to do Insanity Max 30 or something crazy like that. So a lot of times it's literally just getting in the habit of saying, is it worth the workout? Is it worth me feeling bad about myself? Is it worth me being disappointed in myself because I indulged in this big piece of cake, which it didn't even taste that good anyway?
And another thing too that I think is really important that you realize is your why, right? You are here for a reason, because you want to be a professional cheerleader. So you have to keep that always at the center of everything you do moving forward. Your why is going to be the reason why you wake up and get up and work out and eat right? That's going to be the reason why you do everything. So you really want to keep that in the center of your mindset every single day. And you have to wake up with intentions.
And a lot of times too, when pro cheer might get discouraging and you're like, okay, maybe you get cut, you don't get as far as you want to. And you're like, okay, well, I have a whole nother year. Then what's your why? Your why should always be you, right? Like, so at the heart of it all, pro cheer, yes, because that's why we're all here. That's the community, prep to pro. This is about like pro cheer, like my pro cheer room. Like, I get it. But at the end of the day, your body is the only body that you have. You are the only you that you have. You are the only you in this entire world. So you are reason enough to be your why, to treat your body as the temple that it is, and to fuel it properly, and to treat it properly with getting the right exercise and everything else, right? Because there's only one you, and that's by design. So why would you do anything to harm you? Because you were created for a reason. So really just kind of thinking that way is important, you know, because eventually audition season will be over and your why is going to shift a little bit. And at the core of it, it should always be about you. So just kind of remember that as well. So really quick, Alicia says, hi, Jeanette, I can't wait to work with you. Winter says, Winter Noel says she's ready for the makeover. Awesome. You two, exactly. Oh, we're alike. We sound alike. Probably because like we are always around each other.
We are.
Jenna says, once I take one bite, that's it for me. I just avoid it altogether. Me too. I am the exact same way. It's just not worth it. Awesome, Stephanie. She's watching on the treadmill tonight. Good for you, girlfriend. Okay, take care of your body. The only place you have to live. Thank you, Anna Lee, for like always kind of typing up my little comments. I appreciate it. Okay, so what I want you all to do is go ahead and bring up your workbook. Okay, and so we are on the Get Calendar Ready sheet. And so the first fill in the blank is the mistake. So mistake number 3, this is day 3. Mistake number 3 is not creating a healthy lifestyle. And so can you talk a little bit about why it's, well, let me go through the next one. So how do you do that? How do you create a healthy lifestyle? By eating healthy and exercising daily. Okay, some sort of movement every single day and being very mindful about what you put in to your body. Now, the reason why we say not creating a healthy lifestyle instead of not creating a slim, skinny, toned, fit body, or not creating a healthy habits all the time to eat all of the right food or whatever. We talk about healthy lifestyle. Why? Like, why does it need to be a lifestyle?
Because the lifestyle is what sustains you.
Yep.
These fad diets and things, these quick fixes don't sustain you as a person, and it doesn't sustain your lifestyle. So your lifestyle is what you want to have as far as health and fitness. And taking it a step further, it's really about living your best life and feeling the most amazing that you can feel every single day. And to me, that's a healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle is making a conscious choice, a decision every day to drink your water, take your multivitamin, eat healthy, and exercise. And whatever it is that makes you happy, doing those things, and a lot of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why we stress lifestyle, and you all will hear me like talk about lifestyle all of the time, is because I'm going to tell you all what will happen. If you don't so how you make it a lifestyle, how you make eating healthy and exercising daily a lifestyle is to make it a daily habit. Okay. A habit is something that you do on autopilot. A habit is something that is built in your subconscious mind that you don't even have to think about. It's when you wake up in the morning and you go brush your teeth automatically. Why was that? It was because when you were younger, your parents were always saying, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth. You always had to brush your teeth. Okay. These are habits that you create. The subconscious mind creates these habits up until about the age of 7, and it's on autopilot. And so all of these habits that you kind of created through about age 7, if it's a bad habit, think about how many times you heard your parents say, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth. Okay, so just as you needed that type of repetition to create that good habit, you need the same type of repetition to change a habit and to create a new one. Okay, so eating healthy and exercising daily, those are habits. Okay, it becomes a part of your daily lifestyle, a part of your habits. And so what happens, the reason why so many people struggle right now with losing weight, you all think it's about, oh, well, I'm not working out enough, or I'm not eating the right foods, or I can't stay committed. It's really not any of that. It's the fact that it's not a part of your lifestyle. It's not a habit yet. Once you make eating right and working out a habit and it's part of your lifestyle, it's going to be just as easy as brushing your teeth. Like, it's amazing to me. Like, Jeanette knows I used to not work out every day because I didn't need to. I did not need to. I was skinny mini. I was blessed with high metabolism. Didn't have to worry about it. The only times I really worked out in the gym was right before calendar trips. Okay. Once I stopped Wizards and I was no longer getting my workouts in at practice, because that's really where my workouts were happening. That's when I started to gain weight. And I started to creep over like 130, you know, and I thought the end of the world was coming. And Jeanette literally gave me a plan. Like, this is what you're going to do. And I did it. And so now, like, I never understood how she could get up every morning without fail and always work out. Like, I'm like, how do you do that? And she's just like, I just do it. It comes naturally to me. It's just easy because it was a habit for her and has always been a habit for her. Now it is a habit for me. So when I wake up, I immediately go ahead and put on my workout clothes and I go downstairs and I work out. And so it's easy. So as hard as it is, it's really easy.
It is. Yeah. And one thing you have to realize is you have to get out of your comfort zone, right? Because right now you're comfortable with being inconsistent. Consistency takes work. You're going to have to do some work in order to get this lifestyle into gear. So it's just making a conscious effort to really do that.
Right. So, and the wonderful thing about all of this, and I guess the reason I went through that whole spiel about habits, is because if you just know that eventually it will be natural, eventually it will no longer, like, your subconscious mind will no longer crave soda and a bunch of sweets and will no longer necessarily crave just being lazy all the time. Eventually, once you create these new habits from repetition and incorporating them into your lifestyle every single day, and they become new habits, then your body's going to start to crave and expect the good habits. And so if you can just push through this period of being uncomfortable and forcing yourself into other habits, and telling your brain, like, no, I don't want that. I actually want this. You know, I want to be uncomfortable for now because this is a new uncomfortable. This is a healthy uncomfortable.
Yes.
This is a healthy uncomfortable, right? But eventually it'll just be a healthy comfortable.
Yes, exactly.
So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. I could like literally talk for like hours on how the brain works, just because I've learned so much about it, and it's just given me so much clarity about how I am and why I am the way that I am, and why we are as humans the way that we are.
That's right.
So I'll go through these to see if there are any questions that are coming in, but let's go ahead and get into kind of like your top tips around component number one. So the first component that we're going to talk about is eating healthy. So what are some just top habits to kind of live by? Like, with the understanding that we understand these may not be habits now, but the idea is that eventually they should be.
So a couple things. One is water is your best friend. Janine is the water queen.
My water bottle's right there.
Yes. So I would say water. Make water your best friend. You guys, most of us in the US are chronically dehydrated because we don't drink enough water. Water is essential. It is an essential nutrient. You absolutely must have it in your body. It affects your skin, it affects your hair, it affects everything around you and about you, right? So I would say, one, make water absolutely a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
The second thing
wait, before we go into that. So with water, it's half of your body weight in ounces.
Yes.
Right? So for me, I don't even, I don't measure it anymore just because I'm always drinking it.
Yeah.
So, but how many like bottles of water or how many cups is that on average for our community?
So I would say it would be 8 ounces of water a day. So 8-ounce glasses of water every single day. And then you can add on more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, if this is not something like, so we have a challenge in our group where we do like a water challenge for 30 days. And always the comments at the beginning, and it's just so hilarious to me because I remember when I first did my first water challenge with the Pro Chair Playbook program, you will have to go to the bathroom all the time.
Oh yeah.
All the time. So I'm just forewarning you that will happen, but eventually your body kind of, it expects the water because now it's a habit. So it expects that water and it handles it and holds on to it better. But at first you're going to feel like you're having to go to the bathroom every hour. So forewarning, it will happen. There's nothing wrong with you. It's normal. Okay. Eventually, once, like I said, it becomes a habit, your body will get used to it and you'll actually start to crave water.
Yeah.
Your lips will get dry or peely if you don't, drink the water and all that